Hey guys, Colton here from the Even Kingdom, and before anything, yes, this is not like how I normally do in these videos. I actually edited this, and don't judge me, it's my first time using the software I used for it. Anyways, I'm starting up a new what if now, and that's a what if I've honestly been thinking about for a little bit, but also I've been thinking of another one which probably will come out soon, so look forward to that. Anyways, this one is what if RWBY had the omnitrix. Now, a little context before I start getting into it. One, I've always been a fan of Ben10 since I was younger, and recently there's been fans making up new omnitrix X's. Heck, my second short was about that, so yeah. That gave me this idea, and well, here I am. Now, I wrote down many things for this, so I'm gonna get down into explaining some on what. One, Earth is still there. It's just you can easily insert anything into the Ben10 universe since there is a Ben10 multiverse. So I'll say this is happening in the No Watch Ben timeline. So yeah. Anyways. The Omnitrix I'm using is actually the Omnitrix verse. Omniverse Omnitrix. It's just I couldn't find a good one for the thumbnail, so yeah. And she's only gonna start off with the basic 10, but I also added Blitzwolf and Buzzchock to it to replace some of the aliens that I don't think would make any sense, like Ghost Freak. And over time, she will be finding out more aliens as she figures out how it works. And with that all out of the way, it's time to start. Now, the story actually starts at Volume 1, unshockingly. I know my other what-ifs normally start before it, but this one I thought, yeah, it makes more sense for it to happen now with our character. Also, I couldn't really find a good place to put her finding it in the past, so yeah. Anyways, RWBY just got finished taking out Roman and got accepted into Beacon. She's on her way home before a strange meteorite comes and shockingly to her surprise, he lands a little bit in a ways he's around where she is. And being a curious kid she is, she runs over to see what it was. Only to see a spherical thing, and it opens up to have a watch. RWBY, not thinking much about it, goes to investigate for it to get stuck to her wrist. Now, she doesn't panic as much, but she would still panic. And yeah, she does accidentally turn into Heat Blast. With her now panicking at being on fire until she realizes, wait, I'm on fire. She honestly has no clue what to do. She does mess around, seeing what she is capable of until the watch turns off. She is training to be a huntress. She is not gonna cause a forest fire. So yeah, the watch times out and RWBY turns back to normal. She goes home, tells her father and sister the news that she's going to Beacon, while hiding the watch underneath her clothes. Well, sleep. Yeah. But yeah. And she's getting ready and is more curious about what's going on with this watch that she found. Keep in mind, I'm gonna call it the watch instead of omnitrix sometimes, but that's because RWBY has no clue what it's called, and the fact that no one in her universe would even know what it is. But yeah. We actually get to the bullhead, and he's nervous and talking with Yang. And I think Yang would at least found out about it, or at least noticed RWBY's messing with her left arm more often. And RWBY's still not wanting to have her sister panic. Ick decides to not tell her right away, or use it much, but she is still curious. Everything else goes as in canon, and it's at night, everything's off. RWBY has a hard time sleeping and decides to go out and mess with the watch a little more. She finds out that she has a playlist of, playlist of 10 aliens. He's not sure what each of them do. He decides to at least test them out when she can. And at least a little bit before she goes to sleep. Turning into some of the aliens, figuring out what they do. I will say she does turn into a Galvan. And at one point, and during that time, she is way smarter than she normally is. Noting, wow, I'm really smart in this form. I wonder if I can do all my homework in it. Sorry if that was quiet. I'm in a new area. The sound could be off. Anyways. Yeah, RWBY messes around with the watch that night, wakes up, but she ends up going to sleep before everyone else wakes up. She's a little groggy, but she'll be fine. And pretty much the team placement test is going on. RWBY is still fighting her normal way. But occasionally she does think, what if I transformed into one of those aliens? Creatures. But that thought instantly goes away when they deal with everything else. So everything goes as in canon. And the entire Weiss stuff goes on. RWBY, he feels bad. And husband has that talk with her, and she's doing her homework. During that time, before that, everyone else is still asleep. Weiss hasn't come up yet, so RWBY thinks, okay, time to test that one alien, creatures are intelligent now, and turns into gray matter. And she finds the homework pretty easy at that point. And after doing that, she starts fiddling around with the omnitrix a little bit. And from what she does, she realizes there is more alien DNA in it, but they're locked under some form of restraint. And she'll need to figure out more about it. Anyways, this is the point where Weiss comes in to ask her about coffee, only to see a small, all gray frog thing. Yeah. RWBY's trying to RWBY is trying to calm the situation by explaining to Weiss, but Weiss is also panicking. And RWBY, he pretty much accidentally activates the auto timeout function and turning back to normal, falling on her face. Blake and and Yang do wake up from that and ask what's going on. RWBY doesn't want them to know, and Weiss wants an explanation, so she plays along to it not knowing. And RWBY has to explain to Weiss about the watch she has. Now, Weiss at first would, well, obviously be questioning RWBY from hell and back, explaining how she got it, what does it do, are they dangerous, before or also getting the same curiosity RWBY has. Yes. Also, after looking at the homework she was doing as that gray frog thing, she realizes that, oh my god, that's all correct. And I can't, some of it, I don't even know. Showing that she may be intelligent, but that one transformation outranked her. So they both agree to keep it a secret, while Weiss also goes with RWBY to see what all the aliens do. Now, Weiss is still thinking she should be a better teammate, but now having it secret, and with RWBY, she feels a little more on a level playing field with her. This actually does a little bit better for their relationship. Also, the fact that she does see some of the aliens, and despite not wanting to admit it, she does think they're cool. So everything is still gonna go as in canon. And Blake will eventually reveal she's a faunus. RWBY is still going to help her out if she can and find her. All of that still goes the same. And RWBY still normally fighting with a scythe. Nathan doesn't instinctively go for the watch. So don't expect me to have her suddenly just think, okay, I need to use this. Plus, Penny is still there, so she's gonna do all that. They get closer to being a team. And Blake revealing a secret, Weiss thinks about it, and then looks at RWBY, thinking, well, giving her a look of, she revealed something very personal to her, and you can't hide that thing forever, so might as well rip the band-aid off now. RWBY, realizing that look, despite really not wanting to make things weirder between all three of them, well, four of them, she decides to do it. So yeah, Team RWBY now knows about the omnitrix existence. And similar to what happened before, Blake and Yang are really questioning RWBY, and Yang's trying to rip the thing off of her wrist. Which they start realizing they're gonna take her hand off by this point. So decides to keep it on, but tells her never to use it again. Until RWBY uses it, and Yang instantly changes her mind. And seeing how some of them are. Plus, her and Yang fighting forearms would be a pretty cool sight. I ain't not gonna lie. So, yeah. Team RWBY will just be continuing their normal day throughout Volume 2, and will occasionally messing around with a few aliens. By this point, RWBY would have worked on the Omnitrix a little bit to unlock some of the other aliens, and mess around with them as well. I think it would be cool if she found Ditto and just started multiplying herself. Oh. Okay, now I'm just seeing Weiss in a panic from the amount of rubies. But yeah. Honestly, not much would change here either, except for the fact that that RWBY does use the omnitrix more often. And yeah, I'm just gonna end it here because I need some more time to figure out what's gonna go through volume 2. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, or like this, or have a suggestion for what you want to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments below. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe to never miss another What If. And this is Colton signing out.